Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode number 14 in our FTB Oceanblock series. We're not going to be working on mystical agriculture today. I just wanted to show you some stuff I did in between. So I changed this farmland out to Supremium farmland, which is the highest tier, instead of Inferium, which is here. So you can see that the buff on the Inferium farmland is that the secondary chance is boosted to 10%. On the premium, that's still there, but our inferium output has increased to 300%, which means that anything harvested on this farmland, we get 300% of the output, which is awesome. The other thing I did is I started building more growth accelerators, and I've been playing around with them just to see how different ones have different effects. And if you look at the growth accelerators, they have a range, and this one works for 12 blocks, this one works for 24, 36, 48, 60. So at the maximum, we want to have Supremium ones that go all the way down to 60 blocks below the farmland above it. And so what I did is I've slowly started adding them to our system here. Oops, I have my jetpack engine off. And I've been working my way down. So I'm specifically putting these on the Inferium plants because I want the Inferium to grow super fast. And it has done that. So if we go up here and watch, you can see our Inferium is growing really fast. The one back there, which has the Supremium, is growing even faster than these. So I'm going to let it grow for a while because frankly, I'm out of Inferium. So if I go in here and look, not in the fluid grid, my Inferium is down to 300. I need that to grow more. So today what we're going to work on is taking out some of our quest lines that we've had where we started them out. We're going to knock some more things out. So first one I'm working on is our mechanism one, because all we have left to do is the ultimate tier installers and then the different levels of energy cubes. So if we go in here and look, let's do energy cube. We need to make an advanced energy cube, which means we need to make a basic energy cube, which means we need to make a steel casing, which means we need to make structural glass, which means I need cast iron. So the best way to make cast iron is in our enrichment chamber, well, in our energized smelter after we enrich iron in coal. So let's grab, oops, not coal, I need iron. I'm just going to do 7 because that's how many I can put in at once. We'll let that cook up until it's enriched. While we're doing that, I might as well smelt this steel that I made. And I've been working on making some of the enriched obsidian so we can do obsidian infusing. Basically, I just made a ton of it so that I'm ahead of it. We are running really low on diamonds here, so we're probably going to have to work on that today as well. But if we come in here, I don't put this there. Let's put that up there. There we go. The enriched obsidian. So this, or the enriched iron, sorry. We could add it to the carbon again to get steel. But if we just take it and smelt it directly, then it turns into cast iron. That's definitely the easiest way to get cast iron. Okay, so let's put this in here. Put the steel in here while we're at it. And we're going to go back to our energy cube. Oops. It would help if I typed the right keys. Switch to a new keyboard, and I'm still not quite used to it. Okay, so we need structural glass. So we need to make a steel casing. And then we need to make 2 energy tablets. to make our basic energy cube. And now we need our advanced energy cube. To do that, we're going to need 2 more energy tablets. So when we made this the first time, while we were upgrading this one, we didn't actually pick it up and put it in our inventory. We upgraded it in place. So that's why we didn't get the quest finished. And that's fine. We can always use another energy cube. So we're just going to make this one energy cube. Okay, so now to go to this level, we're going to need 2 more energy tablets as well. There we go. And then we want to go to the ultimate tier. To make that, we're going to need 2 more energy tablets. And then we're going to need to make atomic alloys. So let's see, do we have any reinforced alloys in here? We do, and we only need 4. And so those get enriched with obsidian. This machine we haven't upgraded. Let's check to see, do I have any speed upgrades? Okay, so let's grab some osmium. I'm really loving how fast the machines are set up. Okay, so let's put that in here. We want to make those speed upgrades. Remember, we can do 8 per machine, so we'll do that. Not gold upgrade, we need energy upgrade. I was just thinking we need gold for it. Okay, so let's go to this machine, go to our upgrades. Interesting. Okay, let's pull these out. And we're going to put these in here. And we're going to go to our energy cube. And we're going to make an ultimate energy cube. We'll let that store up some power while I work on the next step. But so if we go here, we can see we finished Crystallite Helmet. We finished the Advanced Energy Cube, the Elite Energy Cube, which gives us Void Sigil, and an Ultimate Energy Cube, which gives us an Imperium Growth Accelerator. That'll actually be really helpful. Throw it there for now. Same with these two. And this and this. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is work on tier installer. So to make one of these, I need to make some more ultimate control circuits, which means I need to make some more atomic alloy, which means I need to make more reinforced alloys. So let's grab some infused alloys. Oh, looks like we're out of power because I drained the entire system into here. That is not good. Let's see how our power is doing over here. Okay, good. It's firing up. I do not want this like this. Okay, so let's do side config. I want this to be input. I want this to be output. And this to be output. And then we'll connect this with a basic universal cable. So what we changed there is that now this is outputting power to here, but this power is going directly into here. And so we're draining this network to fill up this network, but as long as there's power in here, our crafting grid will stay online. So even if I put this in here now, and I'm draining power, this will stay on. But let's put this in here. Let's fill this back up with power for now. Actually, it's definitely getting a net gain of power, so that's fine. We'll just let that keep going. Okay, so we were looking for infused alloys. Looks like I have some. And we're going to turn those into reinforced alloys. And we're going to take half of these and turn them into atomic alloys. So now, to make our tier installer, we still need to make these. I'm just going to make one for now, and then I'll make the rest off camera. But then we'll use this to install on our energy cube, since now our energy cube can hold 102 million FE, and we have finished the mechanism quest line, giving us uranium seeds. Let's see, these are tier 4 seeds. Oh, I do not have them yet, which is great. It'll save me having to make them later. Okay, so the next quest line we're going to work on today is doing storage. I have all of these upgrades that we can make for storage doors that I would like to make to get us this quest finished. So illumination upgrade is going to be our first one. We're going to need to make some templates. Let's see, do I have any of them in my bag? Let's grab these all and put everything from storage drawers in here. So let's bring this up. To make these, I need to make drawers. I want the 4x4s. Bring it up this way. The 4x4s are just the most efficient way of making drawers as far as wood use. We need some chests. Dark oak is the one that I have the most of here. And when we go back to storage drawers. Oops. Okay, so now we can make more of these. And then we can make some more of these, which means we can make our illumination upgrade. Oh, wow, that one did not count. Why did that not count? That's odd. This is completed. So this one oh, I know exactly what happened. It's the same problem I had before. I made the illumination upgrades, but since I put them directly in the system, they never made it in my inventory. So next we want to make storage upgrade Mark 1. Storage upgrade Mark 2. Mark 3. Mark 4. And Mark 5. Okay, so let's take our rewards from this. We'll look at them all at once I have in my inventory. Alright, iron helmet with a probe, obsidian boat, construction cores, netherite crafter. That is actually really awesome. We'll be using that shortly. Knowledge concentrator, pink laser lens, and another material stonework factory. Okay. We're not working on this section yet. Let's move on to digital storage. So digital storage was the same way. We did some of this to get things set up. So let's claim our disk drive. Let's claim this for our controller. Let's claim our grid reward. Let's claim our crafting grid reward and our fluid grid reward. So the last thing we need to do is make a pattern grid. So to make the pattern, we just need to make one pattern. And then we need to make another grid, which involves making one destruction core and a machine casing. Okay, so now if we make the grid, what am I missing? More quartz enriched iron. Let's try that again. Let's make a grid, and we'll make a pattern grid. Wrong recipe. Oh, we have some mob fans, ring of magnetization, material stonework factory, and an add-on tier 1. Oh, that's helpful. We actually need some more of those. So, pattern grid, let's pop that in right here. This is where we're going to end up creating our recipes when we get into auto crafting using refined storage. So that's great. We can accept the reward for that, which is an add-on tier 4. And we got emerald seeds. That's a tier 5 seed. Which is going to be super helpful. Tier 5. The seeds aren't terribly hard to make, but they use a lot of inferium. So getting the higher tier seeds without having to craft them is pretty great reward. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is make storage disks of each level and fluid storage disks of each level, which is going to be a lot of crafting. So I'm going to make them, and then we'll come back once we have all of them made. I ran into a small problem where I kept having to smelt glass. So I decided to fix it. So in here I ran a cable out to an exporter that goes into an ultimate smelting factory that has upgrades that use for speed and energy, and then it's smelting glass pretty much as fast as it can. Right now it's held off by the fact that I'm not getting enough power into it. That's because our energy cube is still filling upstairs. Eventually this will smelt glass as fast as we can use it. And I have this set up so that it's going into this drawer, which I'm not upgrading to another tier. So once we get to 32 stacks, this system will automatically shut off. But then it will continue to smelt until it fills up this buffer, which means that whenever I grab glass, this drawer will fill back up, and eventually this will back up. This will be backed up too, which means that I have access to glass like immediately as soon as I need it. So now I want to just grab some oak trim. And we're just going to fill in the rest of this wall with that. And again, you like using oak trim because then if I want to add anything to the wall, I can just throw it on there when I have time to do it. Or when I have a need for it. And I don't have to worry about running everything all around. So then we need a block here and here. That might not look great. Is that, I really need a cobblestone there. I'll have to get a cover for it. But for now, we'll just leave it like that. Let's do it like this. That'll be fine for now. And there'll be a little gap we can see in there. But this is filling us up with glass, which is what we needed. So I've gone through all of the storage part cycle, and basically I would just make one of these, and then I would crack it back open, use that to make the next one, and next one, and next one. So now we have gotten all the storage disk quests done. I'm going to take all the rewards from that. Cursed Earth, Sky Stone Seeds, Demon Crystallizer, and then this one we'll actually put in here because we could use the extra storage space. We're not using a lot of storage though. Okay, so then now we basically just need to do the same thing for, actually this is the way I was doing it, it makes it a lot easier, for the fluid housings. So you get, let me think about this. To get this one, I need 3 of these, which means I need 9 of these, which means I need 27 of these. And then we can leave one of them out. We need to make a 64K fluid storage disk. Oh, this can actually go in here. And so then we just crack that open. We put this back in. And we make the 256K. We use that to craft this one to get the achievement. Then we crack it back open, put that in there, and we do the 1024. Or no, we do the 256. So we can craft one of those. We can craft the rest of these into parts too, but we just need one here. Do this. We do this. That not give us the achievement? Oh, I just did the same ones. I see. I just didn't do all of them the first time. So I did want the 1024. I was right with that. Craft all of those into parts. Use one of those parts to make the drive. But we don't want to keep it that way. I'll take these, put them in, go to refined storage, and we'll craft the 4096K, which lets us craft this. That can actually go in here to add to the storage. And that means we can claim all of these rewards. Oops. Quartz go in here. Light blue petals. Purple laser. Prudentium Paxil. Prudentium furnace. Okay. Let me see which quest line we want to do next, and I'll be right back. Rather than work on more quest lines, I was working on finishing up upgrading all of our machines here to the ultimate level. The problem is that I ran out of atomic alloys. And I'm almost out of reinforced alloys. To make reinforced alloys, I need diamonds. And I'm down to my last stack of diamonds. I don't have any more clusters. So our sluice is not keeping up with our demand for diamonds. So what I thought I would work on next is working on doing our netherite sluice. So to make a netherite sluice, we just take a diamond sluice in a smithing table and add a netherite ingot to it. I already have a netherite ingot. I need a smithing table. This is the one I want. Let's go down stairs. The one that we want to upgrade specifically is this one right here. Let's take our smithing table. We're going to add in a diamond sluice, a netherite ingot, and get our netherite sluice. So now the issue with the netherite sluice is that it requires power. We do have power, so that's not a problem. I wonder, can I put the power going in to the bottom of this side? Let's see. Let's turn this on. This network. Doesn't look like it. Not a problem. Put it on the side. I'm gonna block my elevator, but I'll just have to move that. So now this is processing gravel just like it was before, but it has spots for upgrades. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna let me use that elevator with that there. That's okay. We're gonna go and check out our upgrades in our refined storage system. So if we go to FTB sluice, we can see that we have fortune upgrades, speed upgrades, and consumption upgrades. What I'm specifically interested in is these fortune upgrades. So I'm going to make a couple of them. We got to see how much of an effect it has on power. So right now we're using 90 FE per tick. If I add in a fortune upgrade, that goes up to 115. If I add in another fortune upgrade, it goes up to 147, which is affordable. We just need to make more of the fortune upgrades. But that's going to increase the output of what we're getting from each gravel, which is exactly what we want to do. So I'm gonna work on making some more of the fortune upgrades. I'm not quite sure how many it maxes out at, but we're gonna find out. Just because I wanted to see how many fortune upgrades I could put in, I crafted a ton of them. I put 17 in here so far. The 17 of them are not all working because it's trying to use 5,981 FE per tick. Problem is I can only transfer in 700 or so because that's what I'm producing about 1,300 on average. And I'm using some in other spots, so it's all it's providing it. So it's still giving me a lot more output, but it's not going at its full level right now. Let's go check and see how our diamonds are doing so far. So we already have 2 diamond clusters in just about a minute and a half. So that's definitely faster than it was before. But I think that on top of this, we're going to need to start looking into other things we can do to increase our diamond output. A couple of things we could do is making diamond seeds, which would not be too difficult to make. They're just a tier 5 seed, which would mean that they require supremium, which we can make, and some diamonds, which we have. Let's see if I have how much I have as far as inferium goes. Let's do it this way. Because I have 1 piece of supremium. So if I was going to try to make 3 more of these, I would need to make several more of these. So let's just do, let's do that. And then we'll go like this. I was making more iron, as you can see. And then we'll go like this. And I need 3 of these. Oh, looks like we have enough. Let's grab 4 diamonds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a seed base. There we go, diamond seeds. So if we were to put diamond seeds on a setup similar to this, we would get diamond essence as fast as we're getting inferium. And so let's go look at it in here. And so if you look at the fluid grid, we look at the inferium, I just used all of it up and we're already back up to 36. So if we look at diamond essence, from our seeds we get a 75% chance of getting diamond essence, which for inferium seeds inferium is a 75% chance also. Let me check that to make sure that I saw that correct. That says rolls 1 diamond essence. Oops. Diamond essence. Yeah, so that's the same. So we would get diamond essence at about the same rate. And then when we use diamond essence to craft diamonds, we just need 9 of them per diamond. So you can see in the last 30 seconds, I gained 15 of these, so it's almost 2 diamonds. So putting these diamond seeds on a high level crop area would definitely be a good way to go. For now I'm going to put these right here. I'll have to set that up. And I just want to check to see, as far as, I keep clicking on the wrong one. As far as diamond clusters, you can see I'm already up to 5, just using the, oh, now 6, using the fortune on our sluice. So I think between both of the methods we'll be able to get to the point where we have diamonds coming in much faster and we won't be running out of them quite so quick. The other thing we need to work on is upgrading our power, because this system has been working great, it's been a champ, but we are now trying to use more power than this can generate. And part of that is that we are still filling this up. I actually limited this to an output of 500 on this point, which means that this system's filling up slowly, but it's not using all of my power. But the issue is that this can do 1,000 FE per tick. It can actually do like 17 to 1,800 when it's running at full max. I think this is just the net of what it's adding to the system at the moment. But it's using up all the lava I can generate. Phantoms. Oh, that's right. Phantoms don't bother me. They just set themselves on fire. There you go, buddy. It's using up all the lava I can muster, and it's still not able to keep up. So, if we're going to be trying to use several thousand RF to run Fortune through our sluice, we're definitely going to have to move into the next power. So in our next episode, that's what we're going to focus on, is setting up some more advanced power systems, and getting into the next level of producing resources. But for now, I'm going to have to call it a day. We're well over our time. I do feel like we got a lot done finishing off some quests. I'll have to finish up our mechanism machines once we get some more diamonds in. But we did quite a bit today. I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you enjoyed watching the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.